like I said, ISIS is on the run. They're on the rise. Eventually ISIS will get more powerful and smarter.
If they're talking about attacking Texas,
I think they're getting smarter than what the government, the military, gives them credit for at this moment. They're already talking about another attack on U.S. soil.
But what my question is, why Texas?
I don't know. I don't know what their strategy is there.
Texas, really? Steers and... Well, you know the rest of that thing, folks.
Oh, and I forgot, you also have the war in Syria, too.
I'm just pissing everybody
conflict in Syria. That's an important one right there from foreign policy. I mean, all these things that have happened, the Paris attack, San Bernardino, oh, God, ISIS, the tensions with Russia, it's all foreign policy and issues that need to be addressed.
And nobody's addressing
it. That's what gets me.
To this day, I still don't know what Trump, except for the damned wall.
And his poll numbers.
And Cruz and his poll. I don't know what anybody's standing for, except taking down the Democratic
Party and Hillary
building
Clinton.
A wall.
And what gets me about the wall is Donald Trump wanted to make another country pay for it. Oh, my God, you kidding me? That's not going to happen.
That isn't ever going to happen, and the supporters are idiots to listen for that. And I know we have supporters that listen to me or listen to us. And yes, I said that. His supporters are idiots if they believe another country's going to pay for that.
They are. That's the thing. I'm not trying to...
Something that was interesting tonight that CNN said, they were doing a thing on Trump and Cruz in is it Indiana that's coming up?
Indiana's the crucial one that they need to win.
Coming up. And they said right now, Trump's been saying he's ahead. But then CNN came out and said that Cruz is actually ahead in Indiana. So I don't know.
But, oh God, this is the dirtiest election.
And they're wanting another debate. Why?
We
still won't know what they're what's...
What gets me, they've had several thousand debates, and we still don't know what everyone stands for.
Except the damned wall.
But on the Democratic side, yes, I may not like Bernie Sanders. I'm not a Bernie Sanders fan.
But we know what he wants.
But we know what he wants. I'll say that about Bernie Sanders. I'm not a big fan of democratic socialism. But
we know what he wants.
But we know what he stands for, and we know what he wants. And I'm going to go on another rant here. I'm going off topic for a minute. I'm going to go on Hillary for a second. If they really had anything on Hillary, she would have been indicted, put in jail, prison, something. Something would have happened to her. They've kept saying, we're going to indict Hillary Clinton.
Weeks ago, they came out and said, Hillary is going to be in jail next week.
And she wasn't. She's still on the campaign trail.
The Republicans now no longer talk about her emails or the Benghazi thing because they realize people don't care.
And I believe it was only for publicity to take down her campaign, to derail it. That's to me what it was about.
They didn't derail it. She is smarter than that. She is cooler than that.
And she is stronger than that.
And for the highest office in the land, that is what we want, is somebody with a cool head.
And also, I do believe she stands up for rights of the people. That's what I like about Hillary Clinton. She stands up for the rights of the people. That's what we need in office now.
I said this from the beginning. I don't believe women are standing behind Donald Trump. That blows me away.
But they are standing behind him, and he's called women fat pigs, and they like that. Really? God, times are a-changing.
And I mean, Trump says, yes, people are flocking to the Republican Party by the scores. Well, I know two right off the bat.
You have Megyn Kelly that's turning Democrat.
Immediately.
For those of you who did not know that, yes, she has turned Democrat all because of this election. She is so sick, just like all the rest of the people in this country are. They're so sick of what's happening to this country. It's appalling, and they should be ashamed of themselves. They really should be.
For the way they talk.
And then talking about their private parts on a debate.
stage.
Oh my God!
That was embarrassing for me, and I was watching from my living room, or bedroom, actually, but that was still embarrassing for me. I watch TV in bed, folks, for those who didn't get it.
But I don't know. This.
I'm from the time of Johnny Carson when you watched him in bed. More people went to bed with Johnny Carson in this country than their own husbands or wives.
Now, let's go ahead and turn to the economy and job growth, shall we?
Oh, yes, that was something new. President Obama is the worst jobs growth president in the history.
Which he actually got us out of a recession, mind you.
And I think
that Bush got us into.
And I think when Bush left office, we were at something like, I think it was 11% unemployment. And they kept saying, he ain't going to get to 7. Well, we got to 7. Then it was, he won't get us down to 5. Well, we got to 5. Surprise!
Surprise!
They quit talking about his job growth, except now they're still saying he's had the worst job growth. He's done, in the first years of his presidency, he was adding jobs by the hundreds of thousands of jobs.
If a Republican in this election gets elected and he actually becomes president, because there's no women on the Republican side,
and there never will be, because the Republicans believe women, as Cruz said, should stay in their skirts and high heels.
Oh, good God! I happen to be.
That's so 60s that you keep telling me I live in the 60s. Now that is 60s.
I got to listening to someone a couple days ago. He was doing something on women in combat. His name is Alex Jones. For those of you who those of you who don't know who he is, I'm pretty sure you do. But his name is Alex Jones, and it was interesting. I was wanting to see exactly what his views were on women in combat. And he had said this. Actually, a veteran said this, and then he agreed. Women should be in the office typing up papers with their mini skirts on and high heels.
Mini skirts. Emphasis on
the mini, yes. And
now,
that got me.
If you've ever been at a white sale with 500 women, trust me, they need to be in combat.
I mean, and that got me. This isn't the 60s, this isn't the 70s, this isn't the 80s, this isn't the 50s. This is 2016, and it's now the 21st century.
For those of you who didn't realize this.
And, women have been fighting for equality for years upon years upon years.
They did this in the 70s when they ripped off
their bras
on TV and burned
They've been fighting for equality for years. Why can't they get it? That's just like back in the 60s during the Civil Rights Movement, where black people couldn't use a white restroom or a water fountain or go into the same building.
Or couldn't even eat in the same restaurant as a white person.
I mean, it may now come to gender, but it's the same exact concept. It's the whole point.
And it's only in Republican states that they're having this problem, like Kentucky.
And, isn't America supposed to have the freedoms? Aren't we a country based on freedoms? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And equality. America talks about, you have these politicians talking about equality this, equality that, we need more equality. Well, where's it at? You show me. And then
the Democrats are the only ones talking equality.
Well, no, there were some Republicans back in the 2012.
Well, hold it. I take that back. There is one Republican talking equality. Kasich.
Yes.
That's why he's in the polls. Republicans don't want equality.
No, they want everything to be their way or the highway. That's what they want. They don't want to spend money because they're too damn cheap.
No, too damn rich.
That too. They're too damn cheap to spend anything on anything.
Let's put it this way. I'll bet you tomorrow if they came out and said, okay, Trump, if you become elected president, you have to fly your own plane and pay for the fuel, and we're not paying you $500,000 a year that you're supposed to be getting. You watch him drop out.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And you pay for all your dinner parties and so forth out of your own pocket.
Yep.
You watch him drop out of the race immediately.
Oh, before I forget, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to do something for the Shadow Man. We forgot to give him a round of applause, so let's go ahead and do that.
And that was for the Shadow Man.
That was for the Shadow Man. So, I don't know. You know, all these issues.
See, we aren't going off topics, folks. That was just, the Shadow Man is just for a little relief from every day's grind.
And that's what I like about bringing the Shadow Man on. It's a stress reliever, and it gets you away from American politics and the dirty, corrupt, rotten side of it. It brings you to a lighter side in a better time.
Trust me, all the time you see Daddy, if you were here seeing Daddy B, his face is purple.
You're not much better yourself. You look like a...
You get so intense.
Yes. Yeah, because everyone has a right to get outraged about this.
If you aren't outraged in this country, there's something wrong with you.
Yes.
Oh, and Shadow Man.
Or Big Daddy B.
Big Daddy B. I don't know if you knew this.
What?
In the states that they changed the voter ID law.
Uh-huh.
It can't be an ID card.
Well, what the hell do they want?
It has to be a driver's license.
Oh, good God.
They're now fighting that in New York because 90% of New Yorkers don't drive. It can't be the state issued ID card.
It has
to be a driver's license.
Oh, my God.
And a Republican senator on their own front said, this has been set into place so the Republicans will win. Because in places like New York City, about 90% of the people aren't going to be able to vote.
Oh, I brought this up, and that brings me something. Did you know independents can't vote in this election?
Well, no. You got that wrong.
Did I?
They're going to vote in the election. Independents can't vote in the primaries.
Okay.
That during the caucuses they've been voting for now, independents can't vote. So
you know what they might as well do?
All you independents out there, please get on the wagon for Hillary.
Yeah.
Yes, I said Hillary.
Clinton, 2016, baby! But no, I don't know. It saddens me. It really does. And we just can't stand for this anymore. America can be better than this, and America will be better than this if people just come together and fight for their rights.
There's a famous line from a movie, and it goes, I'm damn mad and I'm not going to stand it anymore. And you need to say that.
You know, I'm going to go back to Kennedy. This is something Kennedy said.
Oh,
ask not what you can do for your country. Ask not what you can do for your country.
No, wait a minute. Ask not what
your country can do for you,
but what
you can do for your country. That is a good line. Sorry, I got kind of tongue-tied there with the saying. But
he doesn't remember it firsthand like I do.
But that's a good saying. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. You know what you can do for your country? Stand up. Stand up against what's actually going on right now. Stand up for democracy. Stand up for freedom. Stand up for your right to be a damn American. Come on. Stand up for this.
You know, I love the Tea Partiers because the original Tea Partiers had a right to be mad. These weird people just don't have it together. They don't get it.
They have no strategy.
No.
They just
never have.
And that's the way America's going. We have no strategy anymore. Nobody has any strategy.
Boehner wouldn't work with the president. They said it was going to seal the nails in his coffin, and it did.
Was he forced to resign?
No, he didn't get reelected.
Okay, I heard something about him being forced to resign.
I think he was up for re-election. Did not get reelected.
Okay.
because he was behind the government, all the government